Hi. Alrighty. Hi, guys. So, it's been a while since I actually posted a video, and looking back on it, I'm not really happy with the way my introduction was recorded. So, instead, I'm going to do something a little bit different, and that is kind of a mix where my forte is. I'm going to be explaining a bit about myself as I model. I'm going to try and chop this up into like 10-15 minute video. It really depends on how much I can cover, or really depends on how much I can actually think of to explain. Right now, I'm currently in college for 3D animation and modeling. Modeling is my forte. If you guys get motion sick, I apologize. I move the camera around a lot, and that's mainly to get a better understanding of how everything's looking in perspective. So, now that forewarnings and everything's out of the way, my name is Vivian. I am a modeler, or a wannabe modeler in any case. I used to be a proclaimed fur and other kin, but of late, that has not really been something that I can actually relate to anymore. The fandom is and always will be part of my life. Just because it's one of the very few places where me and Chess can be ourselves and get accepted for it. Even if the fandom and everything was gone and we completely left both that and the other kin community, it would never change our thoughts and beliefs, and one of those beliefs is some of the spiritual aspects. That's for us, that's stuff like kind of shamanistic. I hate to use that word sometimes, but is what is, I guess. For I hate to use that word because it sometimes is true, sometimes it isn't. I don't have any sort of official training from a shaman, but I have learned about the astral plane, and in that plane, I am a griffin. Which is why I am already waiting for the hate to start. And like I already said, I don't care. It is me, it is who I am, it will always be who I am. Something else to mention, I guess. Is pronouns. Because yes, I don't like, I go by she, I go by her. And one of those, and male pronouns and my dead name. A reminder of hollow me. That time in my life where if you look at old photos of me, I used to never smile. Like, I was actually going back and looking at some yesterday. I used to never smile. I used to never like how I looked. I used to never pay attention to it. And the one thing that I've learned over the course of my spiritual journey, at least, is you cannot forsake this plane for the sake of the astral. And yeah, the one thing I will kind of push on is as far as spiritual stuff goes, especially in this aspect, I'm not an expert. If you have any questions, don't ask me. I'm not the person to teach you this. My mate is way better at this than I am. So I will leave that to him. These corner things always have been giving me issues for the past freaking day. Because I actually have the reference stuff here and here. But because this thing is at an angle, nothing actually looks right. And even the pictures that I have don't actually show all of it. For those that are curious, this is Villa Zanelli in Italy. Because like the project that we were given was to model a Italian style villa. It's so dense, but you know, I'm going for detail here. So green. Even though it's not really that good, but if I should get it, if you actually get into this, it's not even high detail yet. Half of it is just making sure the edge flow is right, so we can actually do all the windows. What even is my poly count? It's up this way. Poly count. That's only 23,000 faces so far. That's not that bad. I can knock this down for now. Maya, ladies and gentlemen, keeps fucking crashing. For the record, I am 26. And I've already reached that point where I'm sitting here going, what the fuck am I doing with my life? my when I say my mate, I'm never actually talking about like mate as an Australian mate. I'm talking about boyfriend, significant other. Because weird. And I don't actually know how I got lucky enough to deserve someone like him. Because with all of this stuff that I mentioned, transfertherian, even though he's still on that same aspect of spiritual beliefs as I am, I'm still looking out because he is kind of the sweetest thing in my life. We both are facing our issues right now and trying to grow as individuals as a result. But the nice thing about having someone that understands stuff like this is support. Here's to you, dear. Okay, here. Gonna Be Me by NSYNC. Just that you get that part you get the part that matches up with that Vine. I miss Vine. I heard it's coming back as Bite now. Oh, I'm almost on this blocking out phase. So part of my college right now is rendering, and because I like, as a idea of where I am coming from, this is not my first time in college for this. I have tried once before to start this as a career, and it's super challenging as well, especially because the first time that I tried doing this, my school absolutely sucked. I kind of won't mention the school because they have changed, so my opinion is not really as valid, but at the same time, if it still kind of bothers me because this school never actually, I sat there complaining to this school for the entire year that I was there, and they never didn't take my complaints seriously until a year after I was gone. They restructured absolutely everything, and I'm still out here. I'm still out $40,000. Lesson learned. Always research your schools, guys. I still have you to do. What I really want to do with my life is actually, I want to be a filmmaker. I have a lot of ideas that I'm trying to get down on paper, So a lot of this, some of this channel will actually be like some of the short ideas that I have, and when I have time, I'm actually going to do like storyboards. I'm going to go through, make little shorts for it. A lot of it is animation. That's why I'm doing this now, because a lot of the story ideas can't be done with people. So computers. Another thing that I wanted to do, my demo reel for this college is actually going to be a model of chess. As a toolbar, as a thought form, he could take whatever form he wants. So he actually, right now, he kind of favors the form of a Western dragon. So at the end of school, I am going to be making him into a nice 3D model where I can pose and do limited animation for that. I would gladly do full animation for like all the gameplay bits and everything. That would take forever. Even with the amount of detail that I plan to put into chess, just on his own, the rendering for an individual frame is going to take about 10-12 hours. So, and the other thing with this, like, I actually have to take off monetization for any video that I have with modeling in it, because this is a student version of Maya, because still in college. And Maya, to do a 3-year lease on the software, is $4,000. I know it's switched to Blender, but in comparison to this software, Blender sucks. But of course, that's free versus $40,000 piece of software. I mean, you get what you pay for. And what I almost wanted to do for first little bit, until I can actually do what I want with this channel, it might just be this for a little bit. It's just me sitting here ranting as I model. If you guys want to model, that I can kind of help with. So there's a lot of stuff that'll actually go on about that's might be interesting to some of you, especially anyone that likes visual effects in movies and animation. Yeah, what's his name? There's a guy that actually debunks special effects on YouTube. He's actually rather good at it. So, yeah. Okay. I do want to go over the title of the channel, The Animated Dragon. That's chess. Since I used to be a dragon, not anymore. I'm a griffin. Burb. Wet my beak a little bit. Birds have actually always been a big point in my life. I used to have a small cockatiel. If anybody was actually around when I first started this channel, if anyone follows me on Twitter, I actually posted a pic when I was having a bad day with my bird on my knee. He passed away. So my life has been a little hollow without him. My bird was like my kid. I spent a lot of time learning how to best take care of him, what to avoid. Like, most people don't actually realize that birds have sensitive respiratory systems. Their diet has to be very well controlled. But yeah, I think I'll leave it there for this one. I'm going to make another video. Might be a long video of me ranting while I do this. If you guys managed to sit through this long thing, I don't even know how long it's been. Thank you. And for anyone that... I want to make this clear from the get-go, and I'll probably say this at the end of every video. It's easy to toss stones over the internet. This is not directed towards the haters, because fuck them. It's directed to the people that will jump to it. Leave them be. Let them do their thing. Because I don't give a fuck. I don't know why you should. Cheers, guys.